Oh, hello everyone. I think this is working. I have to run back and forth between two computers to make sure that the setup is actually working. But I see oh boy, I see my levels bouncing around. It seems like it is actually working. Oh, what a relief. So, hi. Now comes the hard part, fixing my hair. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry. My voice is a little hoarse. Um, I had a cold, then I strained my voice, and now we're a little concerned that there may be a mold problem in our walls. So hopefully that's not what's going on. But anyway, sorry I'm a little husky this weekend. But I think the stream's working, so that's nice. Hi. If you remember last weekend or last time we did one of these, I couldn't figure anything out. I couldn't figure out if the stream was working. The URL was wrong. I couldn't figure out how to stop the stream at the end because YouTube changed a whole bunch of stuff and was just like everything's different now. Surprise! But now I think it's actually working. My color still looks terrible, doesn't it? Gosh, I'm looking at the stream right now and I look a little sick. Yeah, it does this thing. Like maybe I should just set it to all black and white. It really makes me look like gray and haggard. Oh well, sorry. Um, that's life, I guess. So who do we have here in the chat? We've got Flea Sills. Hello, a little early, but that's good because you helped me test the stream and make sure it was actually working. We've got Moonbook. Good to see you again. Glitch42. We've got Mark. Who also helped test things out. Libby's Journal is here, and Benign King. How have you been? Good to see you. I've been mostly good. It's just, a little hard to talk. No, it's much better. There was a period where, like, I literally had to whisper everything. You can hear it on the most recent Sewers of Paris. Like, I'm starting to get a little better in that one, but if you listen to the most recent Sewers of Paris, my host rappers, at the beginning and end, I sound like Kathleen Turner, which, there are worse things to sound like. Let's see. Is the music? Nope, the music is not interfering, so that's good. Phew. Josh Lorino is here. Hello, an icon. Yes, that's me. An icon. A pixel art icon. Waiting patiently, Kato Fran. Morning Matthew says Glitch42. It's me, a Morning Matthew. Christina Zeitman is here. Hello. That's Sultry Tune, says Heathcliff. Yes. Ah, yes. Little horse is less scary than a big horse. We like a big horse too. A few years ago, I was talking to James, I can't remember what about, and I just realized and said out loud, I don't think I've ever touched a horse, which was admittedly a weird thing to say and a weird way to put it, but it was true. I had never touched a horse. And then, about a year later, I had an opportunity. So it worked. I went to an apple picking festival and I got to pet a horse, so hooray for me. You look good as always, says Darren McCarroll. Thank you so much. Isaac was awake pre-stream this time. I was too, just barely, but just barely awake. But boo, Christina's been working 11-hour shifts back to back. Oh no, good grief, good gracious, good grief. That's too much. That's too much. Yikes. Shannon says hello from the UK. I had to go home sick from work, but I guess now I can enjoy the stream. I'm glad you're here enjoying it. Maybe we can heal you through the collective power of our stream. Sorry to hear that you're sick, but I hope, yeah, Moonbook says, hope you'll have got some rest. So yeah, rest up and have some soup, and I hope you feel better. So hi everyone. I hope you are all having a lovely holiday time and are making fun plans for the new year. We will have to talk about cats at some point. If you've been listening to the Cozy Pants podcast that I do with James, you'll have heard us talk for an hour, a literal hour, about seeing cats. We're obsessed, completely obsessed. Oh my god. It was amazing. No spoilers, I guess, but it was just amazing. But yeah, we're like huge. I guess I'm a cats gay now. Like that was never a thing before. Like I don't know anything about cats going into this. I don't care about cats. But, we saw all the reviews and we saw how weird it looks and we're like, okay, we need this. So we went to see cats and now we're cats gays. Yep. Christina says, get any cool gifts this Christmas? Actually, one that turned out to be weirdly useful, unexpectedly, very, very quickly. My brother sent me this, like, I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's a folding straw, but not like a twisty bending straw. It's a straw that like folds up into four compartments and like collapses down into this tiny little thing and goes into a little case. So it's like a travel straw that folds up. And so it's like, okay, where am I going to use this? What? Because we have paper straws. We got paper straws when we have drag queens over, because drag queens can't mess up their lipstick. But we discovered that the paper straws get really sticky when they're wet. So this paper straws just stick to your mouth. So nobody wants to use the paper straws. So I got a milkshake for James the other day when I stopped off at the hamburger place. And he's like, I want this milkshake, but I don't want to use these paper straws. So we got to use this folding metal and silicone straw. So the folding straw turned out to be extremely useful. So, gosh. That was a real highlight. My brother's such a strange gift giver. He also gave us a 1 pound bar of copper. It's just a bar of solid copper. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, yeah, I saw it. I thought it was neat. And I'm like, it is neat. It is actually quite cool. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this 1 pound bar of copper, but I guess we can use it to calibrate our scales. We can use it in case we need to smelt something. So we've got a pound of copper now. And my mother, bless her, got me a shirt that says Podcast King on it. So that's me now, the Podcast King. That's who you're talking to right now. Who else do we have? We've got Mario Groff. Hello, good morning and evening. Yeah, I guess everybody's all over the world. Where is everybody? Moonbook, I believe you're in Israel, right? And who said they were in the UK? No, it wasn't Isaac. Who was it? It was... Oh, no. Oh, I've forgotten everyone's name already. Hello from the UK, says Shannon E. Shannon E was in the UK. People are saying, oh no, cats. Oh yes, cats. Oh, this is a Jellicle stream now. Lofi Molasses says, any upcoming projects you can tease? I'm actually working on... with Queens of Adventure, we've got a lot of stuff in the works. So if you like drag queens playing Dungeons and Dragons, check out queensofadventure.com for that. We've got some big stuff coming up in 2020. I guess we can say we'll be at Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle. So we'll be doing a live show there at ECCC. What else is coming up that we can tease? There's a bunch of stuff that isn't confirmed yet. This is the thing. There's a bunch of stuff that isn't confirmed and isn't finished. So I don't want to promise anything for Queens of Adventure. But what can we say? We're coming up on a very exciting part in the Dragon Turtle storyline. So the drag queens, this isn't a spoiler, the drag queens have encountered a dragon turtle, a massive dragon turtle, who is sick, and they have to figure out what's making him sick and how to make him better. And so now they've gone inside. They have been swallowed by the dragon turtle, and they are encountering quite a strange scenario in there. Our band of drag queen heroes. So yeah, so that's what they're working on right now. I've been editing that all yesterday. Let's see. Jennifer Hudson's character. Oh no, it just scrolled and I lost everything. Where'd it go? Jennifer Hudson's character looks like my cat Morticia, says Christina. Oh, I like that. That is a peculiar looking cat in the movie. The face and the body don't quite match, but it's cool. Honey, hot lemon and whiskey will help your throat. Oh yes, we do have all of those things. I might make myself one of those when I get off the stream. Yes. Oh, yeah, Redshift Anthony, I could make a helmet, a nice copper helmet. Pika says, wait till the price goes up and sell the copper. I can't sell a gift, though. I feel weird selling a gift, even though it's such a strange gift. In the past, he got me, like, what else has he got me? He got me, like, a model tank. Okay. He got me, like, 1,000 feet of paracord, which is really tough, ropey cord. What else did he get me? He got me, like, a hunting knife one year. So they're always they're very him gifts. And often I'm like, I don't know how to integrate this into my life. I know, Isaac Snow, why didn't you get me one that says Podcast Queen? It should say Podcast Queen. Hello. Oh, well. I do have, not Animal Deserts is correct, I do have a lot of podcasts. So I've got The Sewers of Paris, of course. Who's my guest this week? Oh, the delightful Jordan Christensen, who I might be going to see Knives Out in the next few days with. He's wonderful, costumer in Seattle Couturier, who makes wardrobe things for some of your favorite drag queen stars. So we talked all about his like nerdy interests, like Dune. He's like some of the, like the costumes he made for people on Drag Race were inspired by Dune and Star Trek and this car that he really loves and giant anime robot suits. So that's very cool. And so I've got that. I've got Queens of Adventure, drag queens playing Dungeons and Dragons at queensofadventure.com. And of course, Cozy Pants. If you're enjoying these streams and you want to support them, you can go to patreon.com/mattbaum and become a patron at $4 and up. You get monthly or weekly access to Cozy Pants, our regular podcast where James and I talk about, whatever we're watching or into or working on. So it's a little peek behind the curtain at me and James's life. We talked all about cats on the last one. And what else did we talk about? We talked about cats. And of course, we're also reading Model Land on that podcast, a chapter a week. It's Tyra Banks' fantasy novel. So we're reading and discussing that. Let's see, the UK. Oh, Darren's in the UK. Redshift and Anthony's in Indianapolis, the most exotic of locales. Lofi Molasses in Seattle. Hello from Seattle, says Lofi Molasses. And hello from Seattle from me. I'm also in Seattle. I'm up on Capitol Hill. Hooray! Mario Groff's in Switzerland. Whoa, that's awesome. Yay, Switzerland. John Newman is joining. Hello to John Newman. Lily is in Kentucky, not Lexington or Louisville. Southern Kentucky. Christina says, come to Comic Palooza in Houston. I would love to. Yeah, let me know where we should bring the live show of Queens of Adventure. We love going to new cities. This past year, we went to Chicago and Minneapolis for the first time. So now we have a cast of drag adventurers in those cities. And we would love to continue expanding. Let's see, what else we got? I just followed Queens of Adventure on Spotify. I had no idea. Yay! A lot of people listening on Spotify. Where do you all like to listen to podcasts? This is another thing you should do. We're doing a listener survey right now with Queens of Adventure. So if you listen to Queens, or if you plan on listening to Queens of Adventure, if you go to queensofadventure.com, there's a little survey there, and you can fill out a survey and let us know about, where you listen to podcasts. Well, I'm really surprised to see how many people listen on Spotify. It's quite popular. It used to be that it was all iTunes and everybody listened on their Apple device. But now it's really broadening out and diversifying. So people are listening to podcasts in all different places. Definitely seeing a lot of Spotify, seeing a lot of YouTube. Like people listen to podcasts on YouTube a lot now, which I've never done. But I don't know. Maybe is that a thing? Do you all listen to podcasts on YouTube? I didn't know people did that. Let's see. Is Dragon Turtle similar to Gamera? Yeah, actually. Yes. I don't want to spoil anything if you're going to listen to the show. He's not exactly that. Oh man, there's so much good stuff coming up. But yeah, it's similar in scale, let's say. Different personality. Libby's going to IKEA. Oh, that's always a fun time. Well, not always. Sometimes it can be stressful. IKEA can be stressful. What's the solution to going to IKEA? Like having a no-stress IKEA visit? Here's my tip. Because it can be... I've had IKEA trips that turn into just fights. And that's no good. So what the secret is you have a written down list of what you're going for and why you want it and where it's going. And that... You do that first before you go, because otherwise it turns into a strenuous disagreement about what to get. But you write down first what you're going for, where it's going, why you're getting it. And anytime you're like, but that doesn't, but I don't like, but, then you go to that list and you're like, okay, that's right. We need it for this. Because, it can really... IKEA can be fun. I like IKEA now that I've learned that, but IKEA has been stressful in the past. If you make a helmet from copper and give the helmet as a gift, is that... Ooh, maybe. I mean, do I know anyone... Maybe I do. Do I know anyone who works with metals and, could actually be, I don't know, an armorer and make a metal for me? I want to be, no spoilers again, because we have to talk about the Mandalorian at some point. There is a armorer on The Mandalorian. I don't think this is a spoiler. There's an armorer on The Mandalorian who works with metals, and I want someone like that in my life who I can actually give this thing of copper to and be like, make me a thing. What should I, it's definitely not enough to make. It's like the size of a Hershey's chocolate bar, so it's not enough to make a helmet out of. It's enough to make a sigil maybe, but what should I make? It's 1 pound. It's the size of this little notepad here. It's this big. What do I make out of that? Hello and good afternoon from Woodstock, New York, says Will G. Hello to Woodstock, and Punk Science is here. Hi. Libby's journal, my office needs help. Oh, you're going for your... Wait, Libby, were you the one who's going to IKEA? Yes. Your office needs help. Okay, shopping for work, IKEA stuff for work is less stressful than home. Let's see. Oh, James Mansfield is here. Hello, James Mansfield. Good to see you. I was just talking to somebody about you. I was telling them what a fan I am of your look, how specific and like classic your look is. I was just telling somebody that they need to follow you. So hooray! I'm so glad you're here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm scrolling the chat. I lost my place. Where are we? Lily says, my family's so bad at getting me gifts since I'm in the South. I feel so bad when I have to get rid of them. Last year they got me a fishing pole. I'm vegan. Well, I mean, I guess those are things you could give to charity or a Goodwill or something. Not Salvation Army. We don't like them. Cozy Pants is the best, says Joanne. Yay! Oh, I'm glad to see you here, Joanne. I'm so glad we have you as a listener. Charles D is in Central Missouri. Punk Sai says, have you thought about starting Twitch? There's a strong LGBT and D&D community there. Less reliant on a single platform is praxis. That's true. I do have a Twitch, actually. It's twitch.tv/Matt Baum. I haven't used it in a long time. We're a little bit more frequent on twitch.tv/PrettyPrettyPixel. That's James and I kind of have a joint Twitch there. We haven't streamed in a while, though, because we're just so busy with like production on other stuff. But I would like to get back into that. I used to do a thing where I would read books every Monday and Friday night. I could just get on and read like Sherlock Holmes or whatever. And I love doing that. I'm reading the Conan novels right now, or short stories. The Conan the Barbarian short stories. They are so good. I would love to just get on Twitch and do a Let's Read with those. So maybe if there's like a few more hours in the day, maybe I'll do that. Let's see. I use an RSS feed for podcasts as Isaac. Yeah. Moonbook says YouTube. I heard about it. Monkside says just found it on the About page and followed. Good. Yeah, I mean I don't use it. I don't use Twitch that often, but I would like to do it more. Katie Wines is in DeKalb County, Georgia. Redshifted Anthony says Spotify is a crappy platform for podcasts. I love it as a music platform and pay for premium. So I use it instead of having a separate app. Do I? Yeah. I just we got a free trial to Spotify. Let's see. We've got a free trial. I'm just checking to see if I actually have it here. We've got a free trial to Spotify. And so I've been listening to the Cat soundtrack on that. I should test it out and make sure that like all of our podcasts work there. Let's see. Lily says, I've never listened to a podcast. Well, now's your chance. I recommend The Sewers of Paris, Queens of Adventure, and Cozy Pants are the three best podcasts. No, you don't have to listen to just mine. The thing about podcasts that's really great is, and people have been telling us this in our survey for Queens of Adventure, is that whatever you like, whatever weird or obscure or whatever interest you have, someone is making a podcast about it. And it's great because you can just find other people who love the thing that you love on a podcast. Whatever it is, no matter what, there's a podcast. So that's what makes them kind of exciting. Let's see. I listen to podcasts. Christina says, I listen to podcasts and shows on YouTube. Defunct Land. Oh, yeah. Another one I love a lot, which is about old Disney stuff and semi-obscure stuff. Just listened only on my apps as Libby's. Yeah, that's how it is for me. I listen on, what do I listen to? It's not Overcast. Pocket Casts. So I use Pocket Casts for my podcasts. Yes. Katie1S says we have some you knocked down dragouts by keeping to the list. Yeah, the IKEA list. Lily says I have a habit of spending money on books that I'll never read. I have to avoid book aisles in order to not add to my backlog of 30. That's same. We've got a lot of books just lying around that I'm like, eventually, and then I get another book and I'm like, no, this one instead. That's how I got into the Conan ones. It was on the Kindle and I was like, I really like these. These are really, really good. Let's see. Did you watch the broken episode on IKEA? No, oh, wait, what? No. James Mansfield, what is the broken episode on IKEA? I'm trying to think if I know what that is. I don't know what that is. Tell me about that. Sophia says, I can't see the video free, but you sound like Jeff Goldblum. Well, okay. So I've had a sore throat. Maybe that's what my sore throat does to me. It makes me sound like Jeff Goldblum. That's kind of good. I like that. Isaac says we have what's called Heritage Park in our city. It's like a little old-timey town. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, that sounds really cool. Katie Wines says, learn how to TIG weld. That's pretty simple, just takes practice. Yeah, but I don't have anything to weld. Like, I want it to be actually useful. I don't want to just, like, weld for the sake of welding. She says you can make a ring out of it. Okay. Yeah, that I could do. Isaac says, my friend is a blacksmith apprentice there. Oh, maybe I should go to an old-timey town, find a blacksmith there. I don't know if an old-timey, like, Renaissance times, were they working with copper? Copper's, I mean, all I know about working with copper, I know from Minecraft. So I don't actually know how it works or what you do with it or where you find it or who uses it. But I mean, I guess I could try that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Redshifted Anthony says, when I was in college, one of the electives I could have taken was a metalworking class in the art school. Oh, super expensive. I bet. Yeah, that makes sense that it would be real expensive. Christina says, does IKEA have cheaper frames than Michael's or Hobby Lobby? Yeah, in my experience, yes. So they do. I think we actually have a bunch of frames from IKEA because they're pretty cheap. I think that's where we got them. And you definitely don't want to shop at Hobby Lobby. They are not good. There's Heritage Acres. The A is missing, so it's Her Age Acres. Oh. Heritage Acres. It sounds like a retirement home. From a small piece of metal, you could make a circlet or a diadem. Ooh. Ooh. These are good ideas. So usually when I'm writing stuff down in my notebook here and during the streams, it's for like recommendations for stuff to watch. But now I'm getting like metallurgy recommendations. Circlet. Diadem. Okay. And BT dubs. YouTube changed everything with how streaming works. It's completely different now. Let me know if you're having any problems or errors, or it looks weird, or sounds funny, or the URL doesn't work, or you're getting error messages, or whatever. Let me know if my hair looks odd, because I'm having some trouble with that. Ugh. What's it doing? Okay, well, I don't know. Yeah, let me know if you're having any trouble with the stream, because they changed everything. I think I figured it out, but also I'm not 100% confident about it. Let's see. Sherlock Holmes drinking games with Joanne. Yeah, and Stone Mattress, the best short story of all time. That might be a good way to start back into that. Like if I do find the time to stream on Twitch again, we might start with Stone Mattress. That was a popular one. And of course the Sherlock Holmes stories and the drinking. I don't know. Oh my god, the drinking games we could do with Conan, because everything is like by Crom or by Mitra. Like those are his oaths that he's like by Crom. What else? When someone's wearing a loincloth, when he's described as being tigerish, these are all like, they're super homoerotic too. So anytime it's homoerotic, yeah, I think we could easily make a drinking game out of Sherlock. Maybe listen to audiobooks as Moonbook. Oh yeah, maybe I could listen that. I don't know. That might save some time in my day. Ikuchi is here. I could stay for up to 10 more minutes. I could stay up for 10 more minutes. Yay! Glad you're staying up with us. Hooray! What is everybody's recommendations for stuff to check out and watch and enjoy? We did a little bit of holiday stuff. We enjoyed Cats, of course. We watched... Oh, we just started watching Winter Soldier. We have never seen that one. Oh, no, we finished watching Winter Soldier. And now we're on to Age of Ultron. So we've been working our way through all the... the Avengers stuff that we missed on Disney Plus. Is it worth it? I think it is for Mandalorian. Mandalorian's so good, y'all. It is such a great show. I would say Disney Plus worth it just for that show alone. On Chrome, there's not a good RSS reader. Yeah, that's not a lot of people are using RSS these days, so it's less of a thing than it has been. Libby's Journal's been stressed with my office. I'm sorry to hear you're stressed. I know that feeling. I'm super stressed about our workspace as well, because we just don't have a lot of space for what we need is the thing. And the apartment's kind of a weird shape, so it's hard to figure out where to put anything. Anyway, we've got piles and piles and piles of like boxes and weird furniture that we just haven't figured out where to put it. Anyway. Have you listened to Dolly Parton's America podcast? Oh, no, not yet. Okay, that's going on the list right now. Dolly Parton's America. Oh, my God. I can't believe it just scrolled the chat and I lost all of my places. There we go. Dolly Parton's America. Yes. I tend to listen to Dope Lab, NPR, etc. Thanks to Matt for using the term soundtrack correctly. People refer to cast album as a soundtrack and it makes theater queens fume. Yes. Oh, no, now I'm confused. I hope I used it right. Did I use it right? I think I did. Yeah, so the movie has a soundtrack, right? The movie has a soundtrack. The cast album is different. I have not been listening to the cast album from the Broadway. Just the so they added a new song for the Cats movie, and I think it's quite good. It doesn't quite fit because it makes sense. It's actually about something. It's not nonsense like most of the songs, but I like it as a song. I think it's real good. Lily says my college is 40 minutes away. I should start listening. Yes, that is a perfect time. Most of the people who listen to Queens of Adventure, we found in the survey that we're doing, listen during a commute. Or while they're doing some other like kind of mindless task and they want to have something in the background keeping them company. So yeah, podcast is great for that. Fleasel says, I was going to do a podcast for women's disc golf to try to get more women interested in the sport. Oh, that sounds awesome. See, like whatever obscure thing it is. Seal says, I haven't found any podcast exploring the dramaturgy of musicals. Surely there is one of those. There must be podcast about musicals. Ugh. I dropped my pen. It's on Netflix about their dressers falling over on kids. Wait, what? What? It's about what? Wait, Dolly Parton's America is about dressers falling on kids? Or is that something about IKEA? Dressers falling on kids? Oh no. After starting college, I found out my English professor has a queer club on campus. Says Lily, so I joined it. Now we have a total of 5 members. May not sound like much, but it's a lot for the South. That is awesome. What does the queer club do? Do you have like events or bake sales or dances or like just hang out and go to stuff? That is awesome. What is the name of the queer club? Because they all have they're all acronyms. I love the different things. I think it was called Eagle, the one that I went to when I went to college. It stood for something. It was the Emerson Alliance was it the Emerson Alliance for Gay and Lesbian? It was the Emerson Alliance for Gays, Lesbians, and Everyone. That's what it was. Eagle. Let's see. Katie Wyness says, get some metal and weld it together. There's shops in the city that sell the metal. But what do I do with the metal once it's welded? Like, I don't need just welded metal lying around. Seal recently listened to S-Town. Oh, it is so good. It is so good. S-Town, I'm putting that on the list. Definitely recommend that one. It's real good. Didn't finish my Heritage Park story. Oh yeah, Isaac. My blacksmith apprentice friend made me a little iron, I think, bottle opener. That's so cool. Oh, it doesn't work. Well, but it's a neat item, right? And when archaeologists dig it up in 1,000 years, they'll be like, oh, they must have had very strange bottles. Finally, here when it isn't just ending, says Andrew. Yay! Thank you for joining. Glad you're here. Lily, I might will join Queer Book Club, says Moonbook. Yay! Yay for Queer Book Club. Joanne says, this is my first time in the YouTube chat. Yay! Hooray! Oh, first time. Welcome. Welcome. YouTube is replete with demos of welding and soldering, says Katie Wyness. I know, but I don't actually need that. Plumber's Mate is a fantastic material for fixing metal stuff, says Seal. Okay. And did you find the off button, says Seal? Nope. Still no idea how to end a stream. No idea. But well, not a problem now. We'll have to maybe wrap up in like, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes or so. And at that point, I'll have to be like, help, how do I end it? Because last time I did this, I couldn't figure out how to end the stream. Looks like the YouTube app, the user interface looks the same. Yeah, the interface is the same, but the back end is completely different now. I don't know where anything is. Let's see. Abhorsen says the history of copper use dates to 9,000 BC in the Middle East. Wow, copper pendant was found in northern Iraq that dates to 8,700 BC. Oh my god. Well, okay. And it scrolled again, and I lost the chat. This is not a great new feature, the auto-scrolling. There we go. Okay. Lofi says, what do you give Cats 1 to 10? Here's the thing. You have to calibrate your expectations, and it's not for everybody. Some people will just hate it. And they'll just hate it. It's a deeply personal experience because if you like weird movies, so if you like, if you go in knowing, okay, I like Barbarella, I like Xanadu, I like The Apple, I like House, I like Skidoo, I like Lost Horizon. If you like weird, bad movies, I think you'll have a good time. But you also have to go with other people who like those kinds of movies. So you have to find your crowd and go with them. You can all laugh at it together. And it is, I think, a legitimately fun movie. Like, even if you're not stoned or drunk or high or whatever, the The dancing is very fun to watch. The colors are great. The images are so weird. There's just always something interesting to look at. It is never boring. So if you go with the right people who are there to laugh and shout at the screen and clap and just have a great time and be rowdy, then yes, I think, like, I give it a 10 out of 10 for me. The experience was one of the best experiences I've ever had in movie theater. It was so much fun because we were all there to laugh at this movie and make noise and clap and gasp and tell jokes. And so, yeah, we were just super enthusiastic and over the moon for it. It was really quite wonderful. But you have to see it expecting it to be that. And if you don't like that, then don't go because you won't like it. You need to go with other people who like to do that. And it helps if you are, I don't know, I was going to say it might help if you're stoned, but honestly, we were totally sober and had a great time. So I don't know. Frasier is really good, says Joanne. Thanks for pushing me into it. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. If you haven't yet, everybody, watch my new Frasier videos. I made 2 videos in the last 2 months about gay episodes of Frasier. Yay! Are you starting at the beginning and just like watching all the way through in order? You're binging Frasier. It is good. It is a bingeable show. We were going through episode by episode for a while until James was like, I can't watch another episode of Frasier. And he made us stop. So, okay. But yeah, we're basically binging Frasier for a long time until James had to like, okay, enough. Opportunity says everyone needs to see Little Women and check out the other adaptations of the novel. Is that out now? I didn't realize it was like actually out. I thought it was like coming soon. Yes, Christina says, I'm only kind of using Hobby Lobby as a last resort. Yeah, the only place in town that has frames that fit what I need. Yep. You know, that's sometimes, if you've got no other choice, that's, you know, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, and you just have to break down and sometimes, you know, be unethical in your consumption because there's just no other way to do it. Oh, well. Oh, Lily's enjoying Lucifer. I recommend it. Oh, and he's openly bisexual. I like a bisexual Satan. Lucifer. Check that out. Mandalorian smacks of the same charm that Tartakovsky brought to Star Wars through his Clone Wars. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, it's not what you expect necessarily from Star Wars, and it's good. It's got just enough Star Wars, but its own thing, that it's a really enjoyable show. I recommend the 1986 A Little Princess. Brilliant adaptation. Okay, A Little Princess. It's a seal. I'm writing that down. Little Princess 1986. Right. What is that about? Good morning to Raphael. Glad I made it to the live. Hooray. Glad to see you. Glad you could make it. Wow. Oh, Opera I didn't know that. 3 major film adaptations of Little Women going back to 33 with Katharine Hepburn. Whoa. That's amazing. Broken is about IKEA dressers falling on kids. Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds fun? Question mark. Opportune says the Winona version is excellent. I prefer the new Greta Gerwig take that's currently in theaters. What do I know about Little Women? Nothing. The only thing I know about Little Women isn't true. It's the episode of The Simpsons where Moe is reading Little Women and he ends, and then they truly knew they were no longer little girls, but little women. Not a line in the book. That is nowhere in the novel, but that's all I know about it. I want to run more tabletop RPGs in 2020, says Aikuchi. Yay! I played so little this year, except a few open tables at local Starbucks, McDonald's to introduce RPGs. Yes, everybody play more RPGs in 2020. That is a good resolution. Seal says, I keep getting distracted by the fact that your background isn't distorted by your glasses. Yes, it's all an illusion. Or maybe I don't have any glass in my frames. No, I do. Yes, we're in a strange Brechtian universe. Podcast I don't know, says Mina, but Musical Hell explores musicals on YouTube. That sounds great. Musical Hell. That sounds like fun. I want that. Okay, so Lily, your group is called Student Orientation Gender Identification Alliance. Woof, that is a mouthful. So, Gia. Just trying to get members. We did go to a Pride event in Pikeville. That's awesome. PP was there, and they are such angels. Wait, what is PP? Lofi says, how long is a typical stream? Yeah, at least an hour, sometimes 2, sometimes in the middle. Depends on what we're talking about and whether I can find the button to stop it. I think we're getting the new Cyberpunk tabletop next year. Okay, that sounds good. I like a Cyberpunk. Somebody was just telling me about Shadowrun, about how they're playing some Shadowrun, and definitely makes me want to play some more of that. To end the stream, just flip off the breaker. Yeah, just cut off the power to the house. Doesn't know how to turn off the TV or turn off the stream. It's true. I don't know how to do anything with our electronics. Like, there are a few things. I mean, I figured this one out. I got this stream working. James is asleep. He came to bed not even late. He came to bed like early in the morning. And so I didn't want to wake him. So I figured it out myself. This is the first time I've done a stream all by myself. James has always helped me with them in the past. But he's a sleepy boy, and I didn't want to rouse him. I wanted to arouse him. No, it does not like to be... He needs to sleep and doesn't like when I get all bothersome. Yeah, Isaac, you're correct. I use OBS, so it won't stop streaming if I close the browser. It'll just keep going and going, and you'll just see, I'll walk away, and you'll just get to watch this background for the rest of the day. See me walking past every now and then. Ooh, Aikuchi's writing a mini RPG about fairies. That sounds great. PBTA. What is PBTA? Peanut butter. Ooh, peanut butter tits and ass. No, that's probably not it. PBTA. I don't know that system. Want to create stories around a cyclical dying social infrastructure and dying changelings. Oh, that sounds amazing. Copper Queens and Cats and the Podcast King sounds like an interesting story. You would think. I don't know if it is, but that's my life. Copper Queens and Cats and the Podcast King. I'm looking forward to it. Aikuchi loves early 80s, 90s cyberpunk TTRPGs. Yeah, oh man. I'm sure you're all familiar, or maybe not, with the Shadowrun promo video that I forget when it came out exactly. It's definitely very like late 80s, early 90s. When this stream is over, go look up Shadowrun promo video. It's very of its time. Yeah, Copper Queens is good. I kind of like that. S-Town really reminded me of It Makes a Sound, Cecile. The way you go on assuming it's about one thing, which turned out to be something else presented as a documentary. I don't know. It Makes a Sound. I'm going to check that out, too. It Makes a Sound. All right. Ooh, wait, what? Abhorsen, in this version, Timothy Chalamet is the littlest woman of them all. I do kind of like that. Oh, little Timothy. The extra E in his name is what makes him so cute and wee. Oh, little tiny Timothy. I remember going to see Team America in the cinema, says Seal, with a bunch of ladies. We had the same niche interests and found all the same things hilarious. What are ladies? Raphael says, it's a great video you did on Frasier. Thank you. Frasier's a good show. My boyfriend hates it, says Isaac. It is a good show. But there's only so much you can take. It's okay to take a break from Frasier now and then. Oh my goodness. Lily, my professor told me she read 98 books this year. Is scared by her efficiency. That is... but she's so close to 100. Is she going to make it to 100 by the end of the year? She's got just a few days left. Oh gosh. Seal says, Patrick Stewart using his power as an old white man to be listened to in Frasier and elsewhere since chat's scrolling by so quick. Oh, wait. Is that... Wait, Seal... Team... Wait, is that... That's not what Laney's are, though. Very specifically the 86, not the 94. Oh, wait, for Little Women? Is that what we're talking about? The 86 version of Little Women, not the 94 version? Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks canonically met John Waters, has canonically seen Pink Flamingos. What? When did that happen? How? What? When? That sounds amazing. Oh, Planned Parenthood. PP is Planned Parenthood. Of course. Mackenzie Fleetwood says, I like the Katharine Hepburn version of Little Women. I didn't know that was a thing. 33. Okay, so wait, hold on. I'm writing that down. Little Women, 1933. That's great. I recently watched Stage Door with Katharine, yes, with Katharine Hepburn. It's so good. It's such a great movie. I highly recommend that one. Stage Door. I'm reading a sci-fi book called Annex, and the main character is a trans girl named Violet. Oh, that sounds great, Lady Daft. That sounds awesome. Where did you find that book? Was it recommended to you? Was it a library? Lily says, level 1 wizard stubs toe. Avenge my death. Oh, sure. Oh, do not stub your toe, please. What? Charles D says there's a Little Women adaptation in 2018 starring Leah Thompson set in modern times. Wow. And Redshifted Anthony says, did you ever get a chance to check out Not Another D&D podcast? Yes, I'm listening to. I just noticed that like my head is completely cut off by the top of the camera. Let's see if we can fix that or make it worse. Yes, so I have been listening to Not Another D&D podcast. I'm on the first story arc. Like they're in the swamp and fighting bullywugs and kobolds. And I'm really enjoying it. They have such good chemistry. I love shows where it's just like a bunch of friends hanging out and having a good time because they like each other. All right, let's fix this camera. Or make it worse. Let's see what happens. Is that better? Okay, now I'm very low in the frame. I'm so small. I knew this was going to happen. Wait, let's see. How about that? Has that? All right, that's a good... Okay, yeah, that works. That works. There we go. Sorry, not in the chat as much as I would like, says Flea Sills. I'm currently crocheting an infinite scarf. Oh, that sounds great. I'm almost done. I knitted a scarf. I just need to weave the ends in now. But it's real hard to weave things in pattern when I did it in seed stitch, and it's real bumpy and hard to weave. Anyway. Oh, and Seal's being summoned to deal with the broken washing machine. Good luck! But yeah, thank you for recommending Not Another D&D podcast. It is really, really, really good. I'm loving it. Do you read any magazines, says Jeff? I don't. I write for some, but I don't read that many because who has time? I mean, I read the other stuff that's in, so like Out Magazine and online magazine like Them. I write for them.us, and I've done a little bit of work for the Daily Dot. But yeah, I don't think we get like physical, we do not get physical magazines because we live in the future and they don't exist anymore. Yeah, Lofi says, just double sure you stop broadcasting when you're done. I've gotten into a bit of a sticky situation before, thanks to Discord friends. Oh dear. It was fixed fast. There have been a few occasions where I have not stopped the stream, and I thought that I did, but I didn't. I'm a little clumsy about that, but I think it's been a while since I've made that mistake. Let's see. Lily says, I know this is unrelated to more prominent politics. What are your thoughts on the federal smoking age being raised to 21? I mean, I don't have many thoughts about that. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference because, like, if people want to smoke, they're going to find a way to do it. I personally am not super into the smell of it. Like, here's the thing is, like, I don't want to smell the inside of your mouth. It's yuck. Like, whatever it smells like, especially, like, something that's unhealthy. But, like... You know, when I can smell someone smoking, my first thought is like, oh, it's like my nose is in your mouth. And like, ugh, I just don't want that. Like, you know, it'd be like having like breath that's so bad you can smell it from 20 feet away. I don't feel like that's something that should be, like bad breath should be federally regulated. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like something that gives you cancer. So, and makes you die horribly. So, I mean, I guess make that harder to do, but... I don't know. I feel like smoking is a problem. Like, it's just, I found the best way to deal with it is just to like avoid it. And like, you know, there's like a bar near me, the Eagle around here has a smoking patio, but it's not supposed to be a smoking patio. There's like signs up everywhere that's like no smoking because it's not allowed, like legally, but people do it anyway. And like, I'll go out there and then I'm like, oh, but it smells terrible. So never mind. Bye. So anyway, that's my very disjointed thoughts on smoking. Let's see. Yes, Darren. Pod King meets a copper queen that has cats. It's the love story for the ages. And yeah, Katie1S wants to see more vaccines. I agree with that. Opposite says, it's amazing to think that a novel written in 1868, I almost said 19, gosh, 1868 includes two important gender non-conforming characters. The Gerwig film really emphasizes a point. Okay, that's really making me want to see it now. Okay. Joanne says, I checked my Goodreads year and review 35,000 pages across 141 books. Whoa! That's so good. 141 books. Amazing. Do you have a favorite? What was the best book you read this year? Lily says, I decided to take a winter class. I have to read an entire textbook by January. Yikes. Oh my goodness. January 11th. Oh my gosh. What are you doing here? You have to go read. Have you read anything by Brandon Sanderson? Says Isaac. No, I have not. Tell me more about Brandon Sanderson. Let me write. Wait, oh no, where'd my pen go? Brandon Sanderson, of the Sanderson sisters. Oh, geez, is my pen dead? No, Brandon Sanderson. Look for Be Kind Rewind on YouTube. She has a breakdown of, oh my god, the scrolling chat is driving me crazy. All 4 major Little Women adaptations. That sounds good. Joanne says, my total would have been higher. I've spent a few months obsessed with other things. 141 is pretty good. Glad to hear you're enjoying NADPOD. They're about to finish the first campaign in January. Whoa, are they still on their first campaign? I thought they were much further. How long have they been going? Seal says, it centers you on the disappearing point, so that's aesthetically pleasing. Wait, what does? What centers? Wait, I'm scrolling back to try to figure out what you're talking about. The broken washing machine? The broken washing machine centers you on the disappearing point, so that's aesthetically pleasing. I'd recommend the 14 times. I'm 5 years behind myself, so I feel not having to. Yeah. Brian Hold's also a fan of NADPOD. Wonderful. Katie Winnes cannot kiss a smoker. Grosses me out. You did cut the live stream pretty good last time, says Raphael. Okay, good. I'm glad. Just took a while. Lily says there should be more public smoking laws and raising smoking age. If you want to smoke, that's fine. Don't bring others into it. I mean, that's the thing, is like maybe some regulation about like not being a pest about it. Because like, that smell gets on you and it's just so hard to get out. Ugh. Anyway, another thing for your copper, you and James get matching necklaces. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I like the matching. I don't know about necklaces because I'm really sensitive about like stuff around my neck. Like I just don't like the feeling. Like I had a job once where I had to wear a lanyard, and everybody put them around their neck, and I can't deal with the feel of a lanyard around my neck. So I had to, and we had to wear these T-shirts that were part of the uniform. It was a summer camp, and we all had to wear like staff T-shirts and have lanyards. And so I got a polo shirt and cut the collar off of the polo shirt and sewed it onto the T-shirt so that I could put the lanyard around the collar instead of it touching my neck. Because I just hate the feeling of lanyards. When I go to like comic book conventions and stuff, I have to put the lanyard like on my belt instead of around my neck because I hate the feeling of things on my neck. I can't do it. I feel so uncomfortable just thinking about it. Anyway, so maybe not necklaces, but I don't know, like a ring maybe? I don't know. We're not really jewelry people. What could we do? What could we get that would be like metal that we could have like matching things of? Oh, maybe like, I don't know. We don't really do like bracelets or, I don't know. We could get our tongues pierced and get like matching copper. No. Oh God. Everything would taste like copper. No, not that. I don't know. I like a nose ring. I don't have one, but I think nose rings are sexy. Maybe we could get our noses pierced. James would never go in for that. In a million years, he would never get his nose pierced. Like, with me, like, matching couple's nose ring. Very romantic. I like the idea, but, oh boy, no. No, he would not be into that. 6 months ago, oh no, it scrolled again. I found out my mom never got me the HPV vaccine. I instantly went out and got it. Yikes, Lily. I'm glad that you are vaccinated. Everybody, get your vaccinations, get your shots, get your flu shot, for heaven's sake. I am just ending a cold, and I'm fortunate not to have gotten the flu in a long time, because I get the vaccine every year. So, gosh, everybody, go get vaccinated right now. My eyes do the dark wizard thing when I looked at, do they become like transparent, or do they do like a weird color thing when I look down? I can't look down and look at the stream at the same time, so I'm just like glancing everywhere. Let's see. I tolerate smoking, says Christina. Admit I like cigar smoke. I blame my husband for that. I mean, I guess you could get like something scented, cigar scented without the smoke. Maybe, I don't know. Is that a thing? I've always wanted to get like a book scented candle. Because, I really love the smell of, like, old books, like books from, like, 1960s, when you find them in the thrift store and you just, like, fan the page and you're like, book smell. I want that in a candle. Joanne says, are you ever getting your bunny tattoo? It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. It'll happen when we get our noses pierced. No, I don't know. I guess I need, like some occasion to get the bunny tattoo. And also an artist to design it, because I saw this art that I really like. It's a tree with the branches growing in the shape of a rabbit, and I think it's actually very pretty, and I want to get it, I don't know, somewhere. Maybe my calf. I don't know. Where's a good place to get a tattoo like that? Or my chest? Maybe I could get like a tattoo like right here of a tree growing in the shape of a rabbit. So that would be a good tattoo to get. But I, just need, for one thing, an occasion to get it, because, I feel like a tattoo should be an occasion. And also, I need an artist to actually design it, because I saw the art, but I don't have the permission to use it, and I feel funny, like, just taking someone's art from the internet and putting it on myself without permission. Let's see. Katie1S hates lanyards too. Glad to hear that. No copper jewelry unless you like being... Wait, what? Being something. I don't know what that character is. What? I read Catcher in the Rye, loved it. Weird part where there was a homophobic slur. It was the only one used, so I had to Google it even to find out it's a slur. Oh gosh. I don't remember that at all. It's been over 20 years since I've read Catcher in the Rye. I don't remember the slur. Yeah, we could get matching copper bars. We could get them smelted down into half-pound copper bars. That would be so sweet. Yes. Hi, says Carrie Louise Henderson. Hello, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Propose the nose thing on Cozy Pants. Okay, I will do that. When we record the next Cozy Pants, I'll bring that up as an option. We'll see what he says. So if you're not subscribed, everybody, if you're not subscribed to Cozy Pants, that is my special podcast for patrons only, for backers over on Patreon. So if you become a member of my Patreon and support the work that I do, that's at patreon.com/MattBaum. One of the perks is you can get access to our Cozy Pants podcast, which is me and James chatting about whatever we're enjoying, and also me bothering him every now and then with ideas like, let's get matching nose rings. We'll see what he says to that. Oh, green. That's what that ends with. Unless you like being green. Yeah, but that doesn't do that to everybody, though, right? That's if you're anemic, it turns you green. Is that right? Copper turns you green? Or am I thinking of something else? I may be thinking of something completely different. Yes, having to spend each day the color of the leaves. Let's see. Sanderson's work to finish the... Oh, he's the Wheel of Time guy. Oh, okay. Oh, man. So should I read Wheel of Time first? Or should I just start reading Brandon Sanderson? Where should I start? Because I know Wheel of Time is like... I could spend all of 2020 reading that. Rather interesting milkshake is embroidering Goblin Babe on the back of a jeans jacket. That is so good. Oh my goodness. I would love to see that. Please send me pictures of that on Twitter or wherever. I really want to see that. That sounds so good. Carrie has a question about LGBT activism. Go ahead. Raphael wouldn't mind designing something. That's awesome. That's very generous. Like, here's the thing. I'm not 100% committed to it, so don't make it a project for yourself, because it's one of those things I talk about, but I gotta make sure, a tattoo is forever, so I gotta make sure it's something I really, really want. If you want to draw some rabbit art, I'm always in the mood to see that. Oh, Lily says, red, if you get a tattoo, red has a higher chance of your body rejecting it, and A&D cream is a literal lifesaver. That is good to know. Thank you. Who was it? Oh, one of my friends got a tattoo with like the glow in the dark, or maybe it's infrared. I don't remember. No, it's glow in the dark. Glow in the dark ink, so it only shows up like in the dark, which is how that works. It looks so good. She posted pictures of it. It's gorgeous. Not Animal Test. It says, I may have some feedback on the design of your survey. Oh yeah, please share that. Let me know. Absolutely. We definitely we're doing the survey to get feedback, so please let us know whatever feedback you have. Copper turns you green if you're allergic to it. Well, I don't think I'm allergic, because I've been handling the bar and my hands haven't turned green. So I don't think I'm allergic. Copper is very heat conducting, so any contact with a source of heat, like a cup of tea, could be very uncomfortable. That's good to know. Yeah, so probably not good as like a tongue ring or a nose ring or something. Brian says you can have a fun follower contest, let people vote. Oh, on what my tattoo is, or what I get pierced? Or what I should read. The various things I could do surveys on. What should I do a survey on? Maybe I should do a survey about what I should do a survey on. Brandon Sanderson finished Wheel of Time. It's not his series. Right, he just finished it. He wrote Mistborn and the Stormlight Archives. Oh my god, those titles are just really good. Lady Daft suggests Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn series. Okay. Let's see. I'll put that in Mistborn. I'll need something to read once I'm done with this Conan book, so thank you for the recommendations. Always happy to get reading recommendations. Carrie says, would you support a Gender Recognition Act for trans people, either pre or post-op? I think it would help them get better support and legal protections. Sure. I mean, it depends on what the act would do, but some federal act to recognize trans people as, being trans, I mean, that would be great. We've got this sort of patchwork where some states have the X marker on a driver's license and others have non-discrimination protections. So yeah, I definitely think a federal protections for trans people and non-binary people definitely needed, but just got to figure out what exactly it would do before I say like, yes, I support that. Seal says UV ink tattoo sounds awesome. It's so cool. So I think hers is glow in the dark, not UV. I think. I'm pretty sure, and it's just gorgeous. It's like, if I remember correctly, it's like a heart tattoo, and when in the dark, it like all the like veins and capillaries and stuff appear around it. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh my God, Wheel of Time was 15 books written over 22 years. That's a lot of books to write in that time. That's like almost one a year. Jeez, that's a lot of books. That's less than 2 years between them. That's a lot of writing, and they're long, right? Oh no, Isaac says my glasses copper on them, so the plastic nose rests turn green. Ooh, that's not a good look. I don't like when they do that. But I didn't turn green. That's good. Okay, a lot of people recommending Mistborn. That may be my next book then. A lot of people seem to be into that. I'm putting a star next to Mistborn on my list. Yeah, Brian says user poll and tattoo design or the next book. I'm so scared about turning like tattoo design over to the internet, because like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't put an option in if I didn't like it. But I don't know. I'm scared about like what people would vote on, because whenever I'm like, what kind of haircut should I get? People want to vote on the silliest thing. Let's see. Flit was the slur. I had to Google it again just to find it. It's so outdated, it falls entirely under the radar. I've never heard that as a anti-LGBT slur. Flit. Huh. Okay. Not only just said, it's just some stuff about how you're phrasing some questions, choosing your response options. Oh, I do analysis on survey data as a job, so it might be unnecessary for your purposes. Okay, yeah, I mean, you have some expertise there, so I would love to hear your thoughts as like somebody who actually knows what they're doing, because we don't. So definitely let me know your thoughts. Either like, I don't know, what's the easiest way to reach? I don't know, Discord or on Twitter, wherever is easy to reach out about that. Opposite says, ideal for piercing is surgical implant grade stainless steel. I use steel in my one remaining piercing and have had no issue at all in 25 years. Okay. I mean, that sounds like surgical grade stainless steel sounds like a good, surgical makes it sound like that's what you would want around your body. I definitely think copper would be a bad choice for a piercing, so I'm probably not going to do that. But I don't know, maybe I could do some kind of like earring thing if I got my ears pierced. I could get like one of those Bajoran earrings. I don't know. I came in at a good time. Glow in the dark veins and capillaries. Yeah, Black Benny Bouvier. Glad to see you. And scrolling the chat again. There's got to be a better way to do this. Garth Nix's Abhorsen series is excellent. Technically young adult, but so good. Sort of classic real-world magic world divide. Basically World War I era. Okay, I'll write that down. Garth Nix's Abhorsen series. Garth Nix Abhorsen. That sounds great. X markers would make trans people more vulnerable and out them. That's true. I mean, that is an issue. Some people want them. Not everybody does. Federal law attaining an amended birth certificate. Oh, yeah, well, that's definitely needed. Something to, like, actually fix all the paperwork and correct, like, gender markers on, like, official documents. Gosh, it's bizarre that we don't have that. Ikuchi says, copper metal when exposed to air turns green due to corrosion. When copper vessel is exposed to air in rainy season, the metal reacts with gases and moisture. Okay, well, it's wrapped in plastic. The bar that we have is wrapped in plastic now, so I think it's safe. I didn't realize it was so reactive to moisture. I brought Clannad to read before realizing it's 80 hours long, a visual novel. Wow, okay, well, you are in it for the long haul, huh? Brian says, I played in a D&D game with someone that was into Mistborn. I took Magic Initiate. They jammed a nail into my shoulder. Oh, no, yikes. Oh, no, I don't want that. Oh, gosh. I watched a documentary years ago about, like, extreme body modification. And one of them was somebody who's, like, had a nail through his shoulder. Like, I want to believe it's not real. Because, like, how would you even use your arm, like, with a nail piercing through it? But he had, like, a nail piercing through his shoulder. I don't think it was real. I think it was, like, one of those Steve Martin, like, arrow through the head things. But still, yikes. Oh, just thinking about it makes me go, bleh. Yeah, Punk Sai says I'll wind up with a Bodie McBoatface tattoo. Yeah, thanks, internet. Okay, another recommendation for Garth Nix's Abhorsen series. All right. Naomi recommends Amy Schumer, Kathy Griffin, Amy Poehler's book. They're really funny. I don't think I've read those. I recently did the book on tape of Tina Fey's book, and of course that was just amazing and fantastic. So of course, highly recommend that. Um, Black Benny Bouvier Desmond is reading The Wicked and Divine, Gods and Mythology Reincarnating Every 1,000 Years in 2016. They're pop stars. That sounds great. Okay, putting that down. The Wicked and the Divine. I love that we're getting so many fantasy racks. Oh my god, this chat scrolling is driving me crazy. I lost my place again. Lily says, my only fear with tattoos is I'm going into education. I have a single visible tattoo, a semicolon with a heart. Oh, that is really nice. I love that. That is so good. Oh, rather interesting milkshake. Tag me in a photo of the current thing on Twitter. I have to look right now. I really want to see this. Let's see. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. Scrolling. Oh my god. It looks so good. I don't know. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. I don't know if you can see. There it is. Goblin Babe embroidered on a jean jacket shirt. Goblin Babe. I love it. It looks so good. Your stitches are so smooth, too. I love how clean that came out. That looks great. Well done. Very well done. Thank you for sharing that photo. Yay! John Newman says, tattoos are personal, especially the first one you must choose for yourself. Meaningful one. Yeah. I think it needs to be, I don't think I would do a tattoo. I don't think I would do a survey for the tattoo. At least not my first one, probably. Because I think you're correct that it has to be something that's like very personal to me. So I have in my head an idea of the bunny tattoo that I want. And I'll just have to like very meticulously work with some tattoo artist to get what I want there. Darren says, what do you think the major differences are between the LGBT community there and the UK? That's a good question. I don't really know the community in the UK quite as well. I think my impression is UK generally, in the big cities at least, more supportive. And culturally, more of a general audience interest in camp and I was gonna say cross dressing, but that's not exactly what drag, I guess. Not exactly drag, but like gender variant performances, I guess. Seems like the UK has a lot more of that kind of thing. Campy characters. I mean, we've got our Paul Lynns, but it seems like there's more of that in the UK with like the Carry On films and stuff like that. Carrie says, I would be happy to help you if you're ever to do a video or videos on LGBT history in Ireland. Ooh, that does sound good. Yeah, send me some resources. Like what should I read to learn more about LGBT history in Ireland? Rather interesting milkshake says on the piercings, I got some I think bronze stuff where you don't need the ears pierced, but they look real cool. Oh, okay. I like a bronze look. Brian's been mulling getting into Call of Cthulhu. I've heard good things about Call of Cthulhu. People really seem to like that one. Not Animal Tested said, have you read any Ursula K. LeGuin? No, I haven't. Gosh, can you believe that? Let's put her on the list. Ursula K. LeGuin. I know everybody loves her work. Oh, yeah, Statue of Liberty is green because of copper. It oxidizes green. Of course, I forgot about that. New Moon, Satyr's Keep, Belden's Fire from the late 80s, very female oriented. These are all Ursula books. Handles moving through male female bodies, rebirth. Midori Snyder only wrote a few books. Oh, wait, this is Midori Snyder who wrote these. Okay, wait, let me write that down too. Midori Snyder. Liz says, I want horn modifications. Wait, so I can't. Oh, like on your head? I mean, that might be challenging in your career. I have a scarification skin peel, woof, and branding of the symbol in my user pick. Yikes! Yeah. I'm very squeamish about skin stuff. So I mean, one of the reasons I haven't gotten a tattoo yet is like skin. So I'm sensitive. Brian Holt seconds, The Wicked and the Divine. All right. Have you read The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss? No, but I like Patrick's work. So let's see. The Name of the Wind. I'll check that out. You should do a video about Wayne County and the electric... it scrolled as I was reading. And the electric chairs. First wave punk band from the 70s with trans lead. Whoa, that sounds so cool. Wayne County and the Electric Chairs. First wave punk band from the 70s with trans lead. That's so cool. I've never heard of them. What is it called? Wayne County and the Electric Chairs. Okay, writing that down. Wayne County and the Electric Chairs. Redshifted Anthony says, if I were to do any body modification outside of tattoos, it would be implanting a subdermal magnet. One way to help you sense magnetic fields. I worry about like demagnetizing stuff though, that I'm like, geez, I wiped another hard drive because I work with data so much. I have so many like flash drives and hard drives and credit cards and whatever, like just so many pieces of data stored magnetically around me that I'd be so scared about accidentally wiping something. Lily says, my non-visible tattoo is a Bobby Hill quote. That's to say, hidden on my field. Oh, Fleecils has 2 dolphins jumping over Lily. That sounds really nice. Aww. Lily says, tattoo tips. The healing process feels like a sunburn. Doesn't hurt overall as bad as you think, as long as you stay away from bone and nerve endings. That is definitely my plan. Do not want to tattoo my bones and nerve endings. Body stuff. Bodies. Oh, bodies are weird. Meh. Oh, Naomi says, Nami Lover says, you're very smart. I love you and your channel, lol. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yay. On LGBT history in Ireland is fiction, but Breakfast on Pluto is great. Okay. Let me write that down. Breakfast on Pluto. Oh, and you send me some stuff on Twitter. Yay. Thank you. Getting so many reads from you guys, this Nami Lover. Yes, I know, so many recommendations. And I'm going to put all the recommendations in the description of the stream afterwards. So I'll type up all these recommendations. I'll put them in the description of the stream. So if you come back to the stream and check it out, you can get a full list of everything there. Akuchi says, it's 2 a.m., falling asleep. Oh, goodness, 3 a.m. Yikes. Yeah, get some rest. John Newman has a tattoo of a small compass rose. Speaks to my nomad past. Gives me the authority to tell people where to go. That's great. The last word of my tattoo is banned, so I had to censor it. Yikes. Okay. Oh, gosh, the scrolling. YouTube's automatic chat scrolling. Driving me crazy. It's just constantly bouncing the chat all over the place. Yikes. Okay. The Merro Tree by Katie Waitman, says Ikuchi. Science fiction about art and censorship from a movement artist who is gay. The Merro Tree. The Merro Tree. Oh, Lily, it sounds like you have a really good tattoo artist. They called you a perfect canvas and got mad at a client for misgendering you. That's really nice of them. It sounds like they really create a good environment for getting work done. That is really, really nice. There are a number of good, I know they're good tattoo places in Seattle that my friends have gone to. They recommend. There's a place in Portland that one of my friends recommends. So, yeah, it's really nice to find a place that is supportive and a good environment and feels like you're hanging out with friends because, you want to feel comfortable while you're getting your body altered, for heaven's sake. Rather Interesting Milkshake has so many tattoos I want, but have no idea with which to start. Gotta wait a year and a half before I can get professional ones. Yeah, definitely do get them done professionally. Don't do don't go to I'm just learning tattoo artist. Don't want that. Good location for first tattoo is the shoulder. Plenty of muscle covering the bone and nerve. Really? Back of shoulder? Because I feel like maybe I'm just underweight, but I feel like my scapula's right here. It feels like it would go right on the bone, or maybe over here, where you're. Is this your trapezius muscle here, right here, rather than over here, but more in? Because I was just thinking my collarbone is right here, very pointy collarbone. When I was in college, there's this drag queen who I was friends with, who I can't remember what we were talking about. We were at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and she put her arm on my shoulder to make a point about something, and she felt like my collarbone or whatever bone this is, this bone right here sticking out, and she was like, "Ugh," and like, it's not like I have exposed bone, but it's just very pointy right here. So I think she was a little grossed out by how like close to the surface my bone is. Anyway, that's enough about my bones. Black Benny Bouvier Desmond says, if I ever get a tattoo, I think it'd be my bum. I think it'd be a kiss mark or some teeth marks. Oh, that's very sweet. A little kiss. Or teeth. Yum. Chomp. My upper arm, because I have a lot of fat there. I felt the vibration of the needle more than the needle itself. Yeah, that seems like, right here. It seems like a lot of people get them here. Oh, God, yeah, and stay away from the ribs. Yikes. Ow. Ooh, ah. Ooh. My tattoo artist is the type that talks while tattooing. I learned he loves Nirvana and hates Kurt. Wow. That is a rare opinion. Oh no, Felicia's got mine just above the ankle. I thought that was the most painful place. Didn't hurt much at all. My sister-in-law was very impressed with how well I was doing. Yeah, isn't there that's one of the most painful places to get one? Yeah, ooh, because your ankle bone is right there. Redshifted Anthony has Newton's law of universal gravitation on the back of my neck. That's really good. I was young, didn't spend enough time with the artist, and was done poorly. It's pretty apparent what it is, though. Son of a Pizza Man says, hello, hey from Chicago. Hi, glad you could join. Good to see you. Oof. Lily says, my finger tattoo is 20 seconds of the worst pain I ever felt. Oh, yeah, because you've got lots of tattoos. Nope, you've got lots of nerves in your hands. So, yikes. Yeah. That's like when I see people with finger tattoos and lip tattoos, those are the ones that make me go oh, no. Oof. Yes, you never get tired of hearing about my bones. All right. That's enough. It's enough dirty talk. Aikuchi has to leave early. I'm going to sleep now. Good night. Thank you for joining. Good to spend some time with you, and join us for our next live stream, which is going to be, oh goodness, when is our next one? It's going to be in 2 weeks. Now that I figured out how the YouTube streaming stuff works. Ooh. Should it be in 2? Yes. Okay. So that is OrcaCon weekend. So I gotta look at my calendar. I might actually do it next week instead. Because I do want to be at OrcaCon. I got tickets. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see my friends. Yeah. So we might do next week for the live stream. Anyway, look at I'll put it on Twitter once I figure it out. But do join us for the next one whenever it's gonna be, because now I figured out how to do all the YouTube stuff. Yikes. Yeah, ankle and wrist are the thinnest places in most people's bodies. This is JWB52Z. Yeah, I'm just ooh, touching myself because I'm wrists, You have to wait until the next decade for another live stream. It's true. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, another decade. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about that. Just wowee, a decade. Oh, great. You sent me some recommendations. Thank you. I will check those out. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, I see. Irish LGBT films, Albert Nobbs, The Queen of Ireland, The Crying Game, Goldfish Memory, Breakfast on Pluto, Handsome Devil, and The 34th. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, goodness. I am going to check all of those out. Yay! Thank you. Awesome. Next week, next month, next year, and next decade. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Yeah, we'll do the 4th. Let's do the 4th. That's my dad's birthday. Let's say January 4th for the next live stream. Because then I'll be at OrcaCon the weekend after that. So if you're in Seattle, go check out OrcaCon, lovely sci-fi fantasy gaming convention over in the East Side. I always want to call it the East Bay because I'm so used to San Francisco geography. It's in the East Bay. Everything's a bay if you want it to be. Black Penny's having some cat's time. Wonderful. And Lily says, I want a palm tattoo. Then I remember I don't handle pain well. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that would be another. Yikes. Oh, no. I'm just imagining that. Yikes. No. Couldn't you get an anesthetic? Do they do that? Could you put some, I forget what it's called. What's that like topical anesthetic that they have like over the counter for like sore throats and stuff? Couldn't you put that on your hand and would that help? That might not help because it's like deep, right? The needle has to go in deep. Blah! Oh, I don't want to think about it. A small dose of a relaxing medication helped when getting a tattoo. Half a prescription Valium. I guess that's another kind of medication you could get. Tweeted you a picture of the tattoo. Oh, let me see. Oh, it's really nice. Yay. Oh, the dolphin's jumping over the lily. Oh, it's beautiful. I love like the blue, like the kind of curly stuff around it. That's really, really nice. The colors are good there. That is well done. I like that. I like that. Oh, and Derry Girls. Show about Irish history with lesbian character. Also great. Let me put that on the list. Pluto and Derry Girls. Make sure I have that. Aikuchi says, next year I'm planning to journalize on a personal Facebook page my prep for D&D homebrew, my fairy micro RPG. Good night. That sounds really good. Yay, do that. Hooray, and happy 2020. For the next live stream, I'll be at my dad's. This rather interesting milkshake. And my grandfather's having heart problems. Oh, I'm home alone. The stream helps. I'm glad we could be there and keep you company. Yay. That is definitely what I want to do with these streams is, just a nice, friendly chat with friends about whatever's going on and, take your mind off whatever's going wrong and whatever's stressful. So, yay. I like that. I like that I can be there to do that. Some artists are getting anesthetics because they mess with the ink. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Ibuprofen gel? I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could just take an oral ibuprofen. That might help. A little bit. Maybe. A little. I may not be able to get professionally done tattoos yet because of laws, but I've small and started. Fenrir in runes by my hip a friend, and stick and poke tickles. Oh, gosh. By a friend. Yikes. Oh, I'm so stressed out about, non-professionally done tattoos. Yikes. But I mean, that sounds simple enough. Just a rune on your hip is not so intricate and complex like the dolphin tattoo. That takes some real artistry. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to go to just some guy for that. But if it's just a simple line drawing rune thing, okay, that could work. Whew, yeah. So probably, let's see, what time is it? We've been going for a little more than an hour. Probably going to wrap up kind of soon-ish if I can figure out how. But thanks to everybody for joining. And let's see if I can. Yeah, I'm glancing over at the control panel, and there's just no indication of how to stop. How to stop the stream. It's so weird that they didn't build a stop button. The problem with oral ibuprofen is blood. Can lead to increased bleeding, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to be knocked out completely. I just want, I'll get my teeth done, knock me out, do my teeth, and also give me a tattoo. And I'll just wake up, I don't know, rolled up in a blanket and thrown off a bridge. That's what I want from the experience. Okay, I'm going to step over here for just a moment to see what the streaming software is telling me about who's here and how to stop. Because I think there's a button there, but I should have put the mouse closer to me. Okay, you'll never guess what I found. I found the end stream button. There is a button. I just had it covered up by Windows. So I figured it out, everybody. I'm so smart. Figured out how to end the stream. So I think next weekend, we'll do another next weekend with everybody. The 4th, I believe that is. Let me check that. Yes, January 4th. We'll do it then. We'll have a fun time. We'll talk about more stuff. Thank you for all these recommendations. I'm going to put all these recommendations in the description of the stream once it's over. And if you're enjoying the streams, of course, you can become a Patreon backer and help keep them coming. That's at patreon.com/MattBaum. I should put a link to that in the chat. Patreon.com/MattBaum to support the streams and get backer stuff. And so you can get rewards I'll send you stickers in the mail and a bookmark. Oh, do I have one here? I do. So you can get a little Quentin Crisp bookmark in the mail. And you get access to a podcast, the Cozy Pants podcast, early access to the videos, and more. So yeah, check that out. Oh, and Lily tweeted me the tattoo. Wait, I'm gonna take a look. Let's take a look at the tattoo. I love seeing everybody's stuff. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Wow, this is so good. So there it is. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. And then I love this little semicolon heart tattoo is so good. Oh, that's really nice. Yay. Oh, I love it. Thank you everyone for sending me your tattoos and your recommendations and everything. That's so great. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, I'm a patron, says Lily. I need to start listening to the podcast. Yes, indeed. Everybody gets their own like unique personal link to the podcast. So you can use your very own podcast link to subscribe once you become a patron at, I think it's $4 and up. So check that out. Yeah, and I think that is gonna just about do it. Of course, check out The Sewers of Paris, my podcast about LGBT culture. Check out Queens of Adventure, my podcast where drag queens play Dungeons and Dragons. And everybody have a wonderful new year. And I will see you later. Goodbye, goodbye. Now I have to go over here to end the stream. Goodbye.